Hello everyone, this is my Core 2 AWS Edukit device. So before starting up, I would like to share an info that the app inside this device is built with UiFlow MicroPython firmware 1.12. So let's boot up the device and start the application. So here we can see that the app is booting up and this is our splash screen. And after that, here we have our welcome page or landing page, which says about some key points of using secure workspace application. That is that if you are stuck somewhere or the fire has spread out or has the building collapsed, or in these cases we can't find the exit, and if you need emergency assistance like calling someone or sending an SOS message, so we are one click away to get help. So let's do the setup part. So here we have landed on the registration page. So here we can input our name and we have a keypad in front of the screen. So let's input some name. Also we have a clear button that says that we can clear if any unwanted letter we typed. So here we have typed a name Aaron. So going for the next, and here we have a password. So let's input that password. So let's input like also we have more letters. So let's click on S to Z. So we have here S to all other letters to Z, and also the numbers from 0 to 1. So let's type some numbers, that 1 2 3 4. So going for the next, here we have a message input. So let's input the message that we want to send to the neighbor device in case of emergency. So let's type help. So okay, now we can see here our registration part is completed. We have input name, password and message. So this data will be saved into Amazon DynamoDB and will get redirected if we have our data stored already. So here we have landed on the dashboard, that we can see that here is a user, that is Aaron. So it's saying that hi Aaron, see your profile here. So we can see the profile here from my profile. So here we have name, password and the message we typed. We can also press edit to make changes here, or we can go to the previous page by clicking this button. So here we have another prompt that is saying send emergency message, and we also have a button here, but before demonstrating that how the button works and how it can send the message to the nearby devices, I would like to show the admin application of Secure Workspace app. So we'll move on to the rest of the video section and start the admin application. So here we can see that we have the application on the Android device, that is Secure Workspace. So if we open the app, we can see here there are three buttons. One is showing dashboard, another is favorite devices, and the last one is about. So if we move on to the dashboard section, so here we have landed on our dashboard page, which says we can add and listen to our devices and connect with it. So first of all, Secure Workspace is based on Bluetooth activity, which is structured with multiple AWS Core2 devices, and an admin application will supervise it. So here we are on our admin application, and we can see that we have selected no devices and received no data, as our Secure Workspace is built with BLE connectivity. So we need to have Bluetooth activated to listen for data changes. So first of all, let's power on the Bluetooth by clicking on this power on BT button. So clicking on the button, so it is saying to permission to turn on the Bluetooth. So yes, we are turning on the Bluetooth, and Bluetooth is turned on. So after that, we can scan for the active devices. So here we are clicking the scanning button. Now it is searching for active devices, and the search is completed after some time. So here we can see that we have found a device, like we had registered the name Aaron, and this is the address of the device of our Core2 AWS device. So if we click on the list here, so here we can see two buttons. One is add to favorites and another is select to connect. So if you want to listen for data, then we have to press the button select to connect. So now we have selected the device Aaron, and we have received no data. So after that, if you want to connect with the device, we will click on the connect button. So clicking on the connect button, now it is connected, and we have received no data yet. Now we can also disconnect from the device by clicking on the disconnect button. So now we are clicking on the disconnect button, and we can see that our selected device has become null, received data has become null, and we are in the disconnected state. So another feature that clicking on this list makes appear and another button, that is add to favorites. So if we add to favorites, then this device will be added to the favorites list. So going to back, this is our home page, and we have a second button, that is favorite devices. So clicking on the favorite devices, we have two devices, that is, one is an earlier device named M5 stack and another device named Aaron. So we can see here that now we have a third button, that is about. So in the about section we have guide info that says how to use the app and which button does what, like what we have on the dashboard and how the favorite devices page works. So that's all from the device section. So now we will follow all the steps. So at first we have the dashboard button, we will click on it. So now we have moved into our dashboard page. Now we are powering on the Bluetooth button, so it is powered on. Now we would like to scan for the active devices. So here we have found the device that we are looking for. So now we would like to select to connect with it. So we have selected the device errand and we have not received any data yet. So we want to connect with it to listen for data changes if it transmits data. So we are connected with it now. So after that, the way secure workspace works, like here we have AWS Edukit device and on the right side we have our admin app. So if the device falls into some trouble or wants to send an emergency message, he can send or notify the admin who is already in the workplace. So by clicking on the SOS button, it will initialize the BLE UART feature on AWS Edukit device and transmit an SOS message. This SOS message help that we had typed earlier and saved into the database. So here we are clicking on the SOS button, also makes an alarming sound which notifies that he is in trouble and a beacon red light will be shown outside the device. So here we are clicking on the SOS button. And also we can see that we have received the message help, and also we got notified that help Aaron is sending an SOS message. So let's try again, and if we minimize the app it will work also. So here we have minimized the application and again we are sending an SOS message. So sending the SOS message. So what we can see here, that we are notified that help, that is our SOS message, and the user Aaron is sending NOSS message. So it works perfectly, although the app was sent to background. So now we can disconnect from it, and disconnect makes all the devices null. So the problem is, do we have to register for all the time? The answer is no. We don't have to register for all the time. We have to register once, and the data will be saved on AWS DynamoDB and will be redirected whenever we turn on the device. Like now, if we turn the device off by clicking on this button for 6 seconds, so here we have turned off our device, and let's again start it up. So here we can see that our device has started, and we can see the splash screen. So we are redirected to our dashboard. We didn't have to register again. So now what if we want to change our profile info? So we get back to our my profile page. So here we can see the name, password and message, and we want to change them and set a new username, password and a message. So let's click on the edit button. Now we can set our name. So here we are going to say Bob. So going for the next. Now we can input our password. So here we can set a random password like OPQR and some 2 3 4, and for the message section we can give a message like SOS. So here we are all set, and we can click OK. Now this data will be saved on DynamoDB and will be directed to our dashboard page. But what we can see here that it is not changed. Like what we have set now is the username Bob, but it is saying the earlier name, that is Aaron. So we can restart the device and see if it works or not. Here is our app is getting loaded, and we have a splash screen. So now it is visible that we have to change username, that is Bob, and if you go to my profile, that we can see that the name is changed, that is Bob, and the password is also changed, and the message we later changed is also can be seen here. So we can get back here. So this was our secure workspace application and the way all it works. I think building this application and using it will make a good impact on those workplaces or those countries who are greatly much affected with natural calamities. So thank you everyone.